And we are back for the blockbuster match of the round between the Scarborough Sharks and the Phoenix Futsal Club. A game with everything to play for. And the loser, well, the loser will not be happy, that's for sure. So having a look quickly at the lineups, we've got Zayed, Muslim Al Mohammed, Motatonchi, Barat Jarjar, Koray Al Tintas, Ahmed Ashragian, Amir Azimi, Ali Mulhem, and Mason Kanani for the Phoenix. And for the Scarborough Sharks, we've got Miguel de Oliveira, Ash Rowson, Flynn Nolan, Chika Hingraja, Spiro Nenadic, Daniel Bergqvist, Amir Federbegovic, and there is one more person who I can't see. Bear with me. Keep bearing. Nah. And the other is actually Ethan Hardy on the bench. That's the backup goalkeeper. Should have guessed that one. So if you guys are watching, give us some score predictions. This is going to be, well, a game, one of the games of the season, I'd expect. We've got the Scarborough Sharks sitting in third place currently, I think 5 or 6 points behind the Northern Hawks on top and 4 points behind the West Coast Cobras at the moment. And early chance there from Mulhem. Then Nenadic, obviously Mulhem being the top goal scorer in the league. So he'll want to add to his tally. I know I scored 3 last night, so I'm breathing down his neck. Not really, I'm still 3 goals behind. Back to Zayed here at the back. Reverse ball to Jarjar. Jarjar to Zayed. Zayed, one-on-one with Nolan. That shot just goes wide. Hingraja probably had that one covered. Spiro Nenadic, he'll be the focal point for Scarborough Sharks today. Miguel de Oliveira, he's been good. Ash Rowson, haven't seen him in a few weeks, but he's back. Zayed gives it to Mulhem. Mulhem to Motatonchi.
16, 15.
So yeah, we just had a quick look at the ladder. There's only 1 point in it between these two. Phoenix, who actually started the season in shocking fashion, losing 3 in a row, but have won every game since. And big thanks to this man on the ball, Ali Mulhem. Back of Zayed as well, since he's came back. I don't think they've lost, maybe lost once. Motatonchi, Ali Mulhem, Mulhem to Zayed. Zayed to Jarjar. Nice intricate play there, and just as I say that, the pass lets Zayed down, and it's going to be a Scarborough Sharks ball. So the only shame for Scarborough Sharks for this clash is they're a little bit short. No Chevelle, none of the Oosthuizen brothers. So they're going to have to rely on Nolan, de Oliveira, Nenadic and co to get them over the line. Nolan, he's been stellar this season. And Graja, he's been good also. So I'll say it again. Please give us your score predictions. If you're watching, what a dummy that is from Nolan. And Nenadic rode the challenge there to Tonchi. Having a look here. So GK Midi, the futsal fanatic, says 4-3 Sharks, and Zephyr McPherson going the other way, 4-3 to the Phoenix. So I agree with both of you. It's going to be a very close, very, very close clash. I'm going to go for a draw. I think a 3-3 is on the cards, and Al Mohammed does enough to get his body behind that one. Jarjar versing his former club, but will not want to score an own goal. Especially not here. John Goodlich is joining us all the way from Europe as well. He's saying 4-2 because the Sharks are on demand. We'll see how you go, John, with your prediction. I wish you were here. To Tonchi, Jarjar, Zayed. Tonchi now the number 7. Goes by the name the Speed Hunter. Motatonchi wearing a headband. I'll argue a little bit unnecessarily. Hingraja goes long. That's a wicked throw from Hingraja. Just over the head of de Oliveira. To Tonchi at the back now. Ali Mulhem. Mulhem one-on-one with Nenadic. Nice intricate play there. Rowson goes the other way. There's a 3v2. Ash Rowson runs straight into Zayed. Really needed to play the ball. Rowson working hard though defensively, and he's held up Zayed well. Jarjar to Tonchi. It's Tonchi. Zayed, Mulhem. Mulhem cuts in. Gives it to Jarjar, and that pass from Zayed was at the reach of both Tonchi and Mulhem. If he was looking to cut eye of the needle. That was that sort of pass. Hingragia, great throw from Hingragia to Rowson off the first time volley. And then Nenadic getting tight there to Milhem. Letting him go back. You don't want to get too close to Ali Milhem. He'll beat you 9 times out of 10. Jar Jar to Milhem. So either team yet to roll a sub. 4.5 minutes in. Milhem. One-on-one with Nolan. Nolan defending well there, but nice check run there from Ali Milhem. Such a good futsal player, Ali Milhem. One of the best in the state, if not Australia. Milhem off the left, straight into Hingragia. Keep the score predictions rolling in, guys. We'll allow every score prediction until the first goal is scored. And if you get it right, there's a $100 Supa-Liga voucher up for grabs to Tonchi to Milhem. Good double team there from the Sharks. Jar Jar. Zayed. Ball on the line. Referee Campos shaking the head. Nolan does enough. Nenadic, and they wanted the advantage there. Zayed blasts over. No advantage was forthcoming. And it's going to be a Phoenix free kick. What will they work from this? Zayed standing over it. Zayed, I think he's going to just give it to Milhem. He will. Goes past Nolan quite easily. And a quick release there from Hingragia. And De Oliveira does well there. Needs to get back now on D. Milhem. Halil Milhem bringing out the skills. That was disgusting from Milhem. But De Oliveira lets him know there's a bit of fire in this one. To Tonchi. Milhem, this is what we like to see. Milhem, De Oliveira, obviously he's not happy with Milhem, letting him know. Milhem gives the ball away to Nenadic, and he makes his Milhem, goes the other way. Miguel De Oliveira on the right. His shot goes just wide, but you can see the intensity's just stepped up. Brad Jar Jar, the first sub has been rolled now. Tonchi's checked out, and Omid Ashragian has checked in. It's an Nenadic, great tackle. Oh, great head, I should say. A few former teammates going head-to-head here. Rowson and Ashragian were teammates at the West Coast Cobras. De Oliveira, what a flick that was. God, the skills of on show at the moment. Milhem. Ashragian, he was going for the dummy. Zayed wasn't on the same wavelength. Midzi, I know that's you commenting again. You're not having two predictions. Boss. Rowson. 1-2 with Nolan. Ash Rowson on the right. It's a 3v2. Oh, that was very well defended there from Ashragian, who does claim himself to be the best defender in WA. So we'll see if he can live up to that tag today. Nenadic with the blast off the right. Milhem, now it's 2v2. Flynn Nolan all over that one. It's a 3v2 the other way. Nolan to De Oliveira. Zayed with the tackle. That's got to be a yellow. That would have been an easy goal there for Flynn Nolan, and it is. Campos agrees with me. Let's have a look. And a yellow card has been given. Yeah, it has. I agree with that one. So, what will the Phoenix work here? Flynn Nolan standing over with De Oliveira. De Oliveira was once known as the free kick specialist with his time at Byford Venom. It's been a while since I've seen him score one. Let's have a look what he's conjured up here. He rolls it off to Nolan off the right, and Ashragian stands tall and blocks well. That was a nice little set piece there. Nenadic. Kanani's checked in now for the Phoenix. Milhem's going the other way. Milhem switches the play to Zayed. Logan Rindell says 5-4 Sharks. That'll be an entertaining game, Logan. Zayed going past De Oliveira. De Oliveira standing up well. And Amir Fedobegovic is checked in. The big cheese. And then Nenadic, good ball forward. Milhem gets in front of Fedibegovic. Milhem gives it wide to Ashragian. He's going for the back post. It was a good idea from Ashragian. Flynn Nolan. Back to Nenadic. That's a great ball forward from Spiro Nenadic. You can see he's controlling the game. Bit of a fan favourite. I know one of the punters, Jade Paul, loves Spiro Nenadic. Ashragian. Milhem chips forward. And that beat Nenadic and Zayed, and they can go the other way and counter-attack quickly. Nenadic goes through the legs of Zayed. That's his third megs of the game. Kanani, well defended there from De Oliveira, won the ball, but that'll be a Phoenix side ball. Milham's actually kicked it away. It is a Phoenix ball. Milhem to Azimi, that's his first touch. Azimi, Fedibegovic has been kicked in the unmentionables. Kanani, one-on-one with Fedibegovic. Nolan. Azimi comes forward. Ashragian to Kanani. Kanani to Azimi. Fedibegovic does enough. The subs have really decided to roll for the Sharks as Daniel Bergqvist is checked in as well. Kanani goes past Nolan. De Oliveira, who's really up for this game, he's putting in a shift. Milhem off the right. Ingraji gets his body behind that one. Gives it to Daniel Bergqvist. They want to get Spiro Nenadic back on as soon as possible, as he was dictating the play. Nolan. Bergqvist has got time. Gives it to Nolan. Nolan, good ball there. De Oliveira got a hand in the back for his troubles. Let's come forward. Azimi off the toe poke. Nothing doing on this occasion, but good idea. Great throw. That was from Ingrazior again. Another great throw. His throws have been on point today. De Oliveira couldn't get enough on that one. So Rouson's checked in for Fedibegovic. That was a good idea from Zimi. He wanted Milhem to go down the line. Rausen to Bergqvist. Bergqvist back to Rausen. Rausen being pressed now by De Oliveira, who's played a nice 1-2 there with Ash Rausen. Ashragian. Kanani. Milhem. Ashragian. Nice back roll there. Milhem. Oh, good save there from Ingrazior down low. And the Phoenix have got a timeout. And this would be a good time to bring in my co-commentator for the evening, Batim Zeba. You've just witnessed 12 minutes of fantastic futsal. What do you think so far, Batim?
Well, thank you, Lucas, for letting me speak. I know you like the limelight, so I've been on a leash until I've been given permission to talk. Quite an intense game so far. Obviously, there's been one yellow card so far. If there was 2 or 3 given out, wouldn't have complained. I do expect more to happen, but it's an intense game. Sharks need this win because they still have to verse Northern Hawks and I want to say
Pumas, I think. Yeah, I think the Perth Pumas. So obviously it is a big game.
Yeah.
Well, I think they've got the Northern Hawks next week.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they've got the Northern Hawks next week. So, look, if the Scarborough Sharks want any chance of winning this title, they've got to win today. They've got to beat the Northern Hawks next week. And they've got to hope that West Coast Cobras slip up as well. But this is the big game. And really, they don't really want to be focusing on the title as of now. I'd say they probably would just be focusing on making this top 4 because it's that close down there between the 3rd, 4th and 5th. Obviously, the Phoenix and Sharks have only got 1 point, but the Phoenix haven't had their bye yet, so the Scarborough Sharks have actually got a game in hand over the Phoenix. So this game would kill off the Phoenix for 3rd or 2nd if the Scarborough Sharks are to win.
Well, it's actually right. And the West Cobras do have Alliance next week, which could be an intense game. If Sharks manage to win this game, and let's say, God forbid, the Cobras do lose to Alliance.
God forbid.
God forbid, Sharks can make a leap to hopefully 2nd, and then Northern Hawks next week, they managed to get a result there as well. You know, who knows
obviously, it is all to play for the season. It's been such a good season. Obviously, it's the short season, obviously being in the winter. So close, and we're back now live. And Milhem flicks it over to Kanani. That was a set play. If they spent their time working on that one, they'd be disappointed. Nolan Gives it to Bergqvist. Bergqvist to Nolan. Nolan to Rowson. Great ball there from Ash Rowson. Kanani was all over it. Shragian. Bergqvist a little bit clumsy. Definitely a foul there. So Rowson dictating here. Kanani to restart play. Milhem, Azimi. Azimi being robbed. De Oliveira was looking for Nolan. That's a dangerous ball there from Milhem, but he's got away with it. Kanani, and well defended there by from De Oliveira, and he's kicked it away for the third time. He's kicked it away from the third time, and that's a stupid yellow card from Miguel De Oliveira. Especially with how physical this game's being, you wouldn't... you'd say there's another few yellows in this game yet, so for his sake, he's got to be a clever boy and not get another one. Milhem, Ashragian, Kanani to Milhem. Milhem wide, one-on-one with Nolan. Nolan defending well. Standing up, and Milhem, nice reverse ball. Azimi, that was a beautiful ball. Milhem, Ash Rowson does very well there. Almost came out of nowhere, Ash Rowson coming away with that one. Very good work right there from the number 23. Bergqvist has it at the back here. Daniel Barros thinks Phoenix 3-2. Obviously, the stalemate as is at the moment. So, maybe it's going to be a tighter affair than we all thought. I did predict a 3-3 myself, but goals seemingly going to be quite hard to come by. Not many clear-cut chances as of yet, but it's been a high, intense game. Team's feeling the way into it, and Milham's got a chance now. What a save in Gragio! That'll be one of the saves of the week, I'm sure. He got down so well there, Jigga Hingragio. De Oliveira intercepts it. He's one-on-one with Kanani. Nolan's here at the back post. Flynn Nolan! Oh! He skies it. Flynn Nolan, that was a golden opportunity. De Oliveira did so well winning it from the side ball, bringing it forward, doing the Ronaldo chop inside, and Nolan unfortunately blazed it over the bar. Luke,
I do got to ask. Jigga's made about 2-3 great saves now, half time. Do
Yep.
you keep him in, or do you put him
I'd keep him in. I would keep him in. They will change him because they always do, but I'd keep him in. I say it every week. You shouldn't be switching goalkeepers at half time. That's just my preference, especially in a game like this where it's so intense.
Definitely. I get why to do it, but in a game where the Sharks need the win, and you got to keep it playing this well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see what they do. Maybe they'll agree with us. We'll have to wait and see. 5 minutes remaining. Azimi off the right, and Hingragio gets down low well. So Daniel Barros, obviously an ex-Sterling Braza Jinga goalkeeper, thinks that is a save of the round for sure, and I agree with you, Daniel. Azimi off the right to Milhem. Oh, Azimi, he just had to put that on target. Jigga Hingragio was rooted to the spot, but he blasted over, leant back just a little bit far. Garcia shaking his head. Hingragio, good throw. Then Endic touch lets him down, and Corey Altintas, I think that's his first appearance. Azimi checking out, and not sure what that was from Altintas there. De Oliveira, going to take the side ball, gives it to Flynn Nolan. Nolan, Kanani robs him! One-on-one with Rowson. Rowson stands him, and that's the goal! Mason Kanani, great finish. Ash Rowson couldn't get near Kanani. What a finish that was from Mason Kanani, going through the legs of Hingragio. Just couldn't save that one. So Scarborough Sharks have called a timeout, and that's 1-0 to the Phoenix. But don't get me wrong, the goal scoring has not finished yet. You can see how fast this game is being played at the tempo. Hopefully the Scarborough Sharks boys don't drop their heads, because they have been exceptional thus far. De Oliveira, Nolan have been good, just to name a few. Hingragio has been exceptional in goal. So I've just been told we missed the goal on the live stream. That isn't great, but I will talk you through it. Yeah. We didn't see the goal, so it doesn't count. Okay. So Kanani robbed Nenadic right at the back. It was a bit of a short side ball. Kanani ran the length of the pitch. Rowson was trying to stand him up, but Kanani went onto his right foot and went through the legs of Jiga Hingragia. I can't believe we didn't get that one. Kanani won't be happy. Hopefully we got a celebration. Let me know if we did, but it's 1-0 there to the Scarborough Sharks. No, it's not. It's 1-0 to the Phoenix Futsal Club. I can hear Spiro Nenadic on my right-hand shoulder starting to raise his voice. And on the other hand, Diego Garcia keeping it low-key as ever. So
John Gulich, it was not me. Don't throw shade towards myself.
Tim Ziba isn't doing the camera work today. He's next to me in the co-commentary box. Obviously got promoted from last night's game and they've get him in for the big clash today. Rowson.
Bloody hell.
Tries to go down the line. Zayed having absolutely none of it.
Look, if I'm the Sharks, what I'd be doing is trying to draw another foul out of Bakar Akaguli.
Yeah,
get a second
he's on a yellow, 100%. That's not a bad tactic, but then on the other hand, you could say the same. That
100%.
Miguel de Oliveira, he's obviously on the yellow. Sorry, stuttering for a second there. Miguel de Oliveira is on the yellow. So maybe there's a few red cards to come. We'll have to wait and see. Altintas going to take this corner ball. Goes down the line to Milham. I think Milham's the only player yet to take a sub. Maybe Nolan hasn't taken a break as of yet. So them two, the number 10 and the number 8, battling for endurance player of the game. Kanani and Zayed being pressed there by Federbegovic. And it's a Scarborough Sharks ball. I agree with that one. Good call there by Canvas on the near side. Nolan's going to take it. Rowson down the line to Federbegovic. Federbegovic battling with Zayed, and Federbegovic gives him a push for his troubles. Maybe that could be the ploy of winding Zayed up. Not a bad idea from Federbegovic. I don't mind it. A bit of dark arts never hurt anybody. Kanani on the near side, obviously the sole goal scorer of the game. Bring Nick on Midzi once. Nick Davidson isn't on the team sheet, unfortunately. He's on the bench, though. That's letting everyone know that he did once have trials for Liverpool's academy. Ali Muhem sits down in Nenadic to Altintas. Oh! He plays his shot over.
GK Midi, that's probably why the Sharks are losing right now, as Nick Davidson is not on the field.
No Nick Davidson, no party. Hingragia rolls out to Nenadic. Nenadic, Phoenix sitting at a halfway press, and that's not going to cut it from Spiro Nenadic. It's a poor pass. Zayed at the back now. Chips forward. Kanani. That's Milham holding it up well. Him and Nenadic have had a good battle. Milham chasing, but he's chasing by himself. He needs a bit of support. Altintas has heard the calls. Nenadic isn't going to chase that down. Maybe a few years ago, son. So it's going to roll out and be a goalkeeper's ball. Al-Muhammad, good throw straight into the feet of Milham. He'll want it on his right foot, gives it to Altintas, back to Milham. No one's supporting him. Milham doing it all on his own. Is he going to give it to Kanani now? He is. No advantage was given. I think they would have wanted the advantage there. And we'll see what the Phoenix are going to conjure up from this free kick. We've seen a few where it could be a dummy run. It doesn't look like they're going to go for it. So Kanani and Milham over the ball. Could be a straight shot from Milham. Let's have a look. I think it might be Ali Milham on the right. And he scores!
There you go.
Ali Milham. Great finish there from Ali Milham. Gets his 15th goal of the season. What a finish that was from Ali Milham. The free kick, you can see how dangerous he is, and they didn't need the advantage, Phoenix, in the end. De Oliveira. Rausen jump forward and Muslim Muhammad. De Oliveira to Nenadic. His touch lets him down. It's 2-0. They've got to make sure they don't capitulate here, the Scarborough Sharks. Altintas one-on-one with Rausen. Does well. Corey Altintas is very well there one-on-one. He was being double-teamed. Great ball forward there from Rausen. Muhammad showing no. Not scared at all. And this could wrap it up. Oh. But if they can go the other way, this could be a great goal. Nenadic, De Oliveira pressing Kanani. That's a foul. Milham needs to be careful. Sorry, Miguel De Oliveira needs to be careful. He's on a yellow. Probably on his last warning, I'd say. John Goodlich saying Ali Milham keeping it halal. Kanani to restart play. 34 seconds left. It's a great throw forward. Zayed holding it up well. Altintas. No one pressing him, so he's got time. But that ball lets him down. Zayed telling him he should have gone to Milham on the near side. Oh, back of Zayed, well defended there. Getting in front of De Oliveira. Zayed, 15 seconds remaining. Will they go for the last shot? Nice flick there from Milham. Kanani, 9 seconds remaining. They're going to have to go forward now. Looks like they're just going to run down the clock. They are. So that's going to bring the first half to a close. The Phoenix Futsal Club with the 2-0 lead over the Scarborough Sharks. This game is anyone's still. Milham scoring one and Kanani scoring the other. But Tim Z, what do you think the second half is going to bring?
Curious to see if the Sharks do pull out fly keeper. As we've seen in previous games, that Phoenix are prone to conceding when they have to defend against it. But all the Sharks don't have the best track record in actually playing it.
Yeah, 100%. We'll see what the second half's going to bring. I think it could be... I think it's going to be another, I don't know, bit of a game of chess almost. Waiting for the other team to almost make a mistake. Like, both of the Phoenix goals have actually come from Scarborough Sharks' mistakes, giving that ball away from the first goal when the counter attack came. And then the second goal was a foul that probably didn't even need to be committed on the edge of the box, and Milham made them pay in the end. So obviously you can see Ali Milham, one of the premier players in Western Australia, winning the Golden Boot race here at the moment. I think on 15 goals now. So he'll want to add to his tally and make sure no one can catch him.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you've watched back some Phoenix games, they tend to make quite a few mistakes when you do press them. Sharks adding a press, but they're doing it quite individually rather than as a team effort. So one presses, gets beat, and then Phoenix with a counter 4v3. It's poor, I guess, attacking from the Sharks, but it's something they need to get better at.
Yeah, 100%, but you know what, that could be due to a bit of depth issues that they've got today. Normally, well, at the start of the season, they had both Oosthuizen brothers, Brandon and Matty Oosthuizen, both who I believe are in Europe at the moment, enjoying that Euro summer. Where would you rather be, boys? I'll tell you where I'd rather be, right here, right now.
It's the best place to be, yeah.
Josh Chavelle obviously not with us this evening, which is a shame. So that's three of their main players. But on the other hand, the Phoenix have come out all guns blazing with a full team and 4 subs on the bench. Diego Garcia obviously really wants them to get this third spot. So let's have a look. Scarborough Sharks are going to start with Bergqvist, De Oliveira, Nenadic, Flynn Nolan, and they have changed the goalkeeper. Ethan Hardy's come in.
Look.
And for the Phoenix, it looks like Al Mohammed in goal. Baka Zayed, Mota Tonchi, Bharat Jarjar, and Mason Kanani. So it looks like Ali Milham's taken his first break of the game. So Flynn Nolan's won that endurance battle we were talking about. But Ali Milham's winning the war ultimately. Tatonchi, one-on-one there. Gives it to Kanani, who checks in off the left. De Oliveira blocked well. Zayed. Kanani. Down the line to Jar Jar. Good idea. Flynn Nolan all over that one. Jar Jar to Zayed. Zayed to Kanani. Then Nenadic dived in and no foul was given. And it's gone the other way. Ethan Hardy's just kicked it into Kanani. Will it be a yellow? It is. Let's have a look. I'm not sure what's been given. Is it a free kick? Is it a penalty? But Ethan Hardy, we were saying, should they have stopped the keeper looking a little bit shaky early on?
Definitely. I mean, if you watch the game against Sharks and Alliance last week, Jigo was having a great game in goals, and Ethan Hardy, he tends to come out in those ones kind of...
It's a little bit sporadic.
See first, tackle first.
Ask questions later.
Which is caused like that. Should Jigo Hingarajia say it in goals? Most likely, but...
Zayed
you got to respect
to Tonchi, and it goes across the goal line. They needed someone at the back post there. Then Nenadic goes forward. That's a great ball. De Oliveira slides in. He got the ball. De Oliveira, and yeah, they got to play to the whistle there. I don't think that was a foul. He did get the ball.
I think it was just maybe the follow through, the contact. He did get the ball, but I think maybe a bit of the follow through. Again, Miguel has to be very careful with tackles like that.
He does. I mean, he was on his last warning about 4 tackles ago. So,
all I'm saying, I do that. First tackle, I'm getting sent off.
Yeah, that's a straight red for some people. So, I don't think there was actually any ill intention. He did actually get the ball, but it was probably just a bit of a high tackle. Yeah. A bit of a 50-50 one, but the referees agreed. No foul was given. So, Bharat Jar Jar has gone off.
I assume Bergquist will give the ball back.
Yeah. Bergquist passing the ball forward. John Goodrich saying Miguel paying $1.33 to get dismissed. I'll take you at those odds, John. To Tonchi. Bergquist does enough, and that's going to be a Phoenix ball. It is. To Tonchi. Milhem. To Tonchi. De Oliveira robs to Tonchi, and Mo Tonchi recovers, but they've got to be very, very careful they don't get too complacent, the Phoenix. They haven't won the game yet. It's only 2-0. De Oliveira to Nenadic. Nenadic gives it back to Nolan. Nolan. De Oliveira. Vera to Nolan. Nolan to Bergquist. An intentional 2v1. But Milhem uses his strength and shutters that ball out. Milhem to Tonchi. To Milhem. To Kanani. Kanani at the back now. Milhem plays it straight into Bergquist. He's being pressed hard by Milhem. He doesn't want to foul here. Milhem gets out of trouble with some sort of pirouette, but he's played himself right back into it. Nolan's done so well. And Al-Mohammed did just about enough, but shaky goalkeeping from both ends. But that was probably more on Ali Milhem giving the ball away there. De Oliveira checked in on his right. Great save there from Al-Mohammed to palm that away from danger. And Flynn Nolan blasts that one over. It's better. Good throw there from Al-Mohammed. Zayed wants a foul. I don't think there was anything in that one.
Definitely.
Bergquist being pressed. Does well. There's a 3v1 if they can use it. Nolan! Unreal from Flynn Nolan there at the back. But they've got to make sure they don't get caught cold. Zayed. De Oliveira. What a tackle from Miguel De Oliveira. And it's a 3v3. Nenadic, it's a wasteful pass. Milhem by himself checks in. Goes past Nolan. He's still got it, Ali Milhem. Bergquist. It's fallen to Zayed. Nenadic. They're battling hard. De Oliveira's going the other way. That's a foul. That was a foul there. De Oliveira knew there wasn't much advantage, so he did just stop. Smart play from De Oliveira. So Nolan back to De Oliveira. He looks up. That's a nothing ball from De Oliveira. Shragian is going to take this ball. Shragian looks up, goes to Milhem. Nenadic defends well there. So 15 minutes or so remaining. This game still poised quite nicely. Obviously the Phoenix with a huge advantage, but you can see the Sharks are so dangerous on the counter-attack when they get going. But this really is Phoenix's to lose. Oh, what a throw that was to Milhem. Al Muhammad's been really good. Rowson throws away in disgust. Milhem gives it to Azimi. Azimi wide to Zayed. Zayed off the right. Oh, good save there by Ethan Hardy. So it's going to be another side ball here. Milhem to Shragian. Great save again by Ethan Hardy. Maybe you heard that we didn't think he should be on and he wants to prove us wrong, but Tim?
I always like to be proven wrong. But I just love Giga Hingragia, so
Yeah.
Who
Who doesn't? De Oliveira robs Azimi. Oh, and the final ball lets him down there. Rowson, nice reverse ball. Nolan one-on-one with the Shragian. Gives it back to Rowson. Rowson's going to go for the long shot. Nothing forthcoming there from Ash Rowson, but if you don't buy a ticket to the lottery, you're not going to win, and that's obviously what Ash Rowson was thinking with that shot. Zayed, great ball forward. Azimi almost came out of nowhere. Can they use the momentum? And De Oliveira had to go forward there. Rowson trying to calm it down. Oh, that was actually a great ball from Ash Rowson.
Spiro not happy with
Nenadic not happy with Rowson, clearly. Azimi at the back here. To Milhem. Milhem to Azimi. Azimi one-on-one against Rowson. Azimi off the right. Ooh. A sharp save there by Ethan Hardy. He's made 3-4 good saves now, so maybe I'll take back what I said.
Maybe Giga Hingragia should be starting on the bench.
Yeah, Hingragia out. Azimi down the line to Milhem. Zayed. De Oliveira was all over that one. Needs to make sure he doesn't do anything silly and foul here. He does well there. Zayed gives it to Shragian on the near side. At the back here, the number 5, the captain, back of Zayed. Switches the play to Amir Azimi. Azimi. The Phoenix just slowing the game down a little bit here. It was getting quite frantic. And with 12 minutes remaining, they know if they play their cards right, they're going to be ending the weekend in third. Shragian to Azimi. The Nenadic was dove in there, did enough to recover. But he's got to be careful there, Spiro Nenadic, so he doesn't get caught diving in, especially not on the wrong players like your Ali Milhems and Mason Kananis. Azimi's going to take this one. Gives it to Shragian. Milhem puts him on his back foot there. The Nenadic down the line, and Rowson's foot goes out. Looks like De Oliveira. I think, yeah, it's De Oliveira that's down. I think Shragian maybe flailed an elbow at him. I'm not sure. I didn't actually see that one. Let us know if you guys can rewind the live stream and have a quick look. I'm talking about the people watching. Stop shaking your head at me. So Miguel De Oliveira is getting on his feet. And De Oliveira's looks like he was caught in the mouth. So Amir Fedobegovic, the big cheese, is back on. Nenadic using his body there. Azimi goes crashing down. Ethan Hardy, it's a good idea. Shragian all over that one. It's going to be a side ball here. 10 minutes remaining. They're going to need Miguel De Oliveira to get back on the court ASAP to get back in this game. Nolan wide to Nenadic. Nenadic reverses the ball down to Rowson, and Shragian having absolutely none of that. Let's have a look. Rowson to Nolan. And then Nenadic is going to take the side ball here. Nolan's going to want the shot, and Ali Muhem all over this one. So they're defending it well. And Rowson hits that one over. Oh, Mohammed giving it back there, and it's going to be another side ball. Rowson to Nenadic. Nenadic tries to skip past Ashragian, and it's a fourth consecutive corner ball here.
Maybe we're going to try something different.
Or will they just repeatedly go down the line? They've tried to go, and they have. It's worked! And Flynn Nolan's shot. Oh, it was actually well saved by Al Mohammed. So 9 minutes remaining, still plenty of time. Federbegovic gives it to Nolan. Milham robs him. Milham robs him. And Azimi, his ball just let him down there in the end. There was a good counter-attack there from Phoenix, very, very fast. Something that I've criticised them for in the past. They don't always fly forward at full pace, but they have today. Very impressive. Nolan one-on-one with Milham. Nolan checks in, and that was a foul. Milham not happy with that one. But Nenadic standing over it now. Gives it wide to Rowson. Rowson to Federbegovic. Rowson off the right. And a rolling foul has been given, so the Phoenix are on their third foul. Probably won't get themselves into foul trouble, but maybe if they get one or two more in the next few moments, it could start to come into the account. Al Mohammed rolls out to Ashragian. Not too much pressure on him. I think the Scarborough Sharks need to up their press. Rowson does enough. Federbegovic is all alone. He's going to have to do it himself. Milham having none of it. Ali Milham goes. Gives it back to Kanani. Altintas, so the Phoenix happy to slow the game down again. Obviously, like we said, it's theirs to lose. They're 2-0 up. Kanani. Is it wide to Ashragian? Ashragian to Milham. So well the ball's being kept here by the Phoenix Futsal. Milham, so much time on the ball here. Kanani, I don't know where Federbegovic was going there. Kanani one-on-one with Federbegovic. Ashragian gives it back to Milham. This is very, very good play here from the Phoenix. Keeping the ball for 15-20 passes. This will be such a good goal. Rowson having none of that. A bit of Brexit ball from Ash Rowson. He kicks into the stands. Kanani. Milham. Federbegovic steps up to Kanani. He gives it wide to Zayed, who's just checked back in. Kanani at the back. He gives it wide to Zayed. Zayed, nice switch of play there to Altintas, and sharp save there from Ethan Hardy. That was good play between Altintas and back of Zayed. So 6 minutes 50 remaining. I dare say the Scarborough Sharks need to call a timeout. Kanani down the line to Milham. One-on-one with Rowson, and
through the leg.
That will wrap it all up and finish the game. That's 3-0. Milham gets his second of the evening and 16th of the season.
And he has a little cheer squad in that top corner.
Yeah, I'd say that's all over from the Scarborough Sharks. They're playing a fifth man. Nolan, I don't know what the scoreboard's saying. It definitely is 3-0. Nolan to Nenadic. Nolan. De Oliveira. Nolan. Well blocked there from Kanani. It's good play here from the Scarborough Sharks. I'm glad they've gone for the fifth man route. Bergqvist swipes it at Milham. Oh, he could have gone for his hat-trick. Kanani's going to finish it all off here. Mason Kanani makes it 4.
The man's grittying with the celebration. I don't know if I can commend any of part of that goal or that celebration.
Well, let's say nothing about the celebration, but great counter-attacking goal there from Mason Kanani. And that probably wraps it all up for today. The wheels are falling off the Scarborough Sharks here. They suffered their first defeat of the season last week. And Diego Garcia is calling a timeout here. So Scarborough Sharks, I think they probably should just keep continuing for the fifth man. What have they really got to lose?
I mean, more goals.
Yeah, more goals, but I think in the end they probably will, I would like to think, make the top four regardless. It's just a matter if they come third or fourth. But they have to remember that Phoenix, this is their second last game of the season. Scarborough Sharks do have two more, so the Phoenix are going to now go 2 points ahead of the Scarborough Sharks.
But the Sharks' next two games are Northern Hawks and then I think Footscarbs.
So it is Footscarbs, not Perth Pumas.
It is Footscarbs.
Okay, so two very hard games. So honestly, yeah, the momentum seems to have fallen off the Scarborough Sharks. As well, definitely fallen off their title charge in the recent weeks. Obviously, the death has just let them down in the end. Nolan, Nenadic, De Oliveira can't do it all on their own.
Definitely not. I mean, this fly keeper they're playing, I'm just watching it. They're not patient enough. They're going, we need to score. One pass, shoot, lose the ball, get counted.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a bit of an art to it. Yes, it takes a bit of time, a bit of patience. But you got to work the ball because there's no point playing fly keeper if you're just going to shoot after one touch.
100%.
Also, your keeper's going to be bloody rinsed and tired after
yeah,
back and forth.
100%. And what was interesting was Phoenix weren't actually attempting to press the fifth man at all, even from the start. So the Scarborough Sharks could have worked it up fairly easily, but yeah, they did force it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what cost them their goal in the end. So,
because I don't know if you remember a game back in the day, Sharks versus Longobarda. Sharks were winning, 4-0 at the time. Longobarda played fifth man.
Yeah, got
it went back to
I think it finished 6-5. So you can see there's goals in this if the Scarborough Sharks play their cards right, but they have come up against an inspired Phoenix today. Ali Milham and Mason Kanani have been immense. As I say that, his first probably mistake of the game. This is where they've got to play the fifth man correctly. Bergfist, and they've rushed it. Kanani can get his hat-trick. He's chosen to play with them. To Tonchi. Gives it to Kanani. To Milham. Milham to Zayed.
I feel like Sharks need to press a bit more. They are losing 4-0.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not content of losing. Milham.
Oh.
It's fallen to Ali Milham still. And they can get a goal here. It's a 2v2 situation. And Flynn Nolan's checked back. Kanani done so well there. It's Tonchi. Bergfist. Great work right from the big man. Nenadic, can he get a goal? Tries to check it on his left foot. The Phoenix boy is getting behind the ball really well. Bergfist looking to calm it down. 4 minutes 40 remaining. Scarborough Sharks get a miracle comeback. Nenadic to De Oliveira. The switch is onto Ethan Hardy. They are leaving a bit of a gap. Then Nenadic play it. Shut there. Nolan. And that's not going to cut it from Flynn Nolan.
Sharks are playing a very weird. They're playing 4-1, but the two top players are way too spread out to try and draw the players forward.
Yeah, they're not very compact at all.
No.
Milham now. He'll probably want his hat-trick. He'll get it first. Milham or Kanani. Great ball from Tatonchi. Kanani's touch lets him down, but great play there from the Phoenix boys. You can see they're all really good mates off the court, and they play like they are. They play on such good chemistry. Nolan makes his. Zayed does well there. Bergfist to Nolan. Goes down the line to Nenadic. Across the goal, and Al Mohammed doesn't want to be beaten today. It's going to be a Spiro and Nenadic corner ball. Down the line to Bergfist. Bergfist to Nolan. Nolan gives it to Hardy. Not sure what that was from Ethan Hardy. Somehow still got the ball. And Nenadic keeps it in nonetheless. De Oliveira off the right. Al Mohammed, good save. Goes for the shot, and Nenadic is all over it. Nolan, De Oliveira. Just And they wanted the foul there. It wasn't given, and a rolling foul's been given now. So 4 fouls now for the Phoenix. I don't think it's going to come into foul trouble with 2 minutes 40 remaining. De Oliveira somehow still got it. De Oliveira in the toe play. Flashed it wide. So we're about to come into our stop clock territory. Al Mohammed puts it forward to Milhem. Happy to just keep the ball here, but Nenadic has robbed him. It's a 2v1 on Nenadic. Really had to just go forward there. It's a 2v1. I mean, I know they want to play the 5th man, but when you got a 2v1 opportunity, just go for a goal. Nolan down the line to De Oliveira. He's got a lot of space. Blasts it straight into Zayed. He's defended well today. It's been the Ali Milhem, Mason Kanani show. And Zayed's had a supporting act in defence. Then Nenadic off the right. Great volley there. Nolan. Composed there from Flynn Nolan. Then Nenadic to De Oliveira. He's got so much time again. Not shutting down this right flank overly well. And Al Mohammed saved well. De Oliveira's left foot effort there. Hardy. Down the line to Nolan. Nolan to Nenadic. Off the right, goes down to Hardy. Hardy to Nenadic. Couldn't go on to Daniel Bergqvist. Ali Milhem beats Ethan Hardy in to finish it, get his hat-trick. And he has. Ali Milhem. That's his 16th goal of the season. And that is 5-0. And that's all she wrote. A minute 23 remaining. I don't think there's any chance of a comeback. But Ali Milhem showing us his class today, scoring another hat-trick. He's been immense. What do you think, Zebo? Any chance of a comeback?
Wow.
I'll take that as a no.
Just trying to have a listen to the Sharks timeout talk. It's pretty much just, hey guys, let's keep going. I mean, 5-0. Some of the goals Sharks conceded have been from their own mistakes.
Yeah.
And obviously, you got to give respect to Phoenix and Ali Milhem, who've been playing quite well, but Sharks just need to do a bit better.
Yep. Couldn't agree
Without
more.
being mean.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. The depth has let them down today, unfortunately. So we're going to restart play here with Spiro and Nenadic. This game is just going to peter out. A minute 23 remaining. Nolan to Rowson. I'm surprised I didn't have Rowson on from the 5th man. Well, it's only just come on now. It's a bit surprising. Rowson to Nolan. Nolan to Rowson. Also interesting that they play it with Ethan Hardy on the bib. Nolan. Zayed. I think he's going to give it to
Milhem. He wants another goal.
He's going to give it to Milhem. He is.
Another goal.
Ali Milhem gets his 4th. And that is Milhem's 17th of the season.
Oof.
He's been immense today.
Luke, you're going to have to go on a goal-scoring effort to try and catch up.
Can I score 6 in 2 weeks? Definitely not. Rowson. Milhem wants another. And
He's
why not?
hungry.
He's got an opportunity here. The goal was open if he just turned a shot there. Kanani. So now the Phoenix are going to go for the 5th man. Kanani. It's Tonchi. This is definitely just to keep possession and make sure they just beat Sharks down to their last pulse. It's Tonchi. Does well there, keeping control. Zayed, great ball forward. Shragian keeps possession so well. Zayed, well defended there, and they can get their consolation goal. They can't. De Oliveira goes sliding into the stand. And that is going to finish it off. There we go.
I was like, what? Everyone just
That was a bit of a standstill finish, but that is how it finishes today. The blockbuster game didn't quite live up to all the hype. 6-0 Phoenix ran out, and they go third in the league. We'll quickly have a look at the goal scorers. Ali Milham got 4, and Mason Kanani got the other 2. It was a great performance all around from Phoenix, and a big shout out to Al Mohammed in the Phoenix goal. He was unbeatable today. Having a look at the stats quickly here. Possession's an interesting one. You can see the Phoenix did dominate 58-42. And surprisingly enough, the shots were so even. Both had 25 shots together. Phoenix only had 2 more on target. So, I mean, you can see there, the Phoenix made their chances count and the Scarborough Sharks ultimately didn't. So that wraps up our coverage from round 9 of the men's Supa-Liga. We'll be back next Friday to do it all again. I've been Luke Ross. I've been with Tim Ziba. And we will see you next weekend.